Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here with Colony House from Tennessee. Hey guys, how's it going?
Going good.
Great.
Fantastic. So first of all, congratulations on your new album, Only the Lonely. It's a fantastic album. I've listened to it a lot on a loop, and you never get sick of it, which is great.
That is good news.
Yeah. How have you seen the reaction to it so far with your new audiences on this tour and things progressing that way?
I think this was we just did our first headline tour, and it was titled the Only the Lonely Tour. And it was definitely, I think, the most successful tour we've done. As far as, like, we've not officially done a Colony House headline tour. Right. And so it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of new songs. It felt like a lot of people were singing along, and it was just a super encouraging tour. So, I don't know. Anybody else?
I'd agree. I feel like it's felt like we put out another album, and we don't really know we haven't arrived at like having those expectations for something yet. We haven't we feel like we've been excited to watch this band continue to grow, and it's always kind of been slow and steady for us. So everything kind of feels like we're climbing up a little bit of a mountain, but it feels like we're getting higher. So
well, that's good. You guys definitely deserve it. So it's great to hear that you're seeing that reaction as well.
Thank you.
As you've been growing, I guess, things have obviously changed. You've got the cool video screens behind you when you perform and everything. What is the biggest change that you think you've seen so far with the growth that you've been seeing performing on late night talk shows and, I don't know, all those sorts of fun things that you get to do once you start taking off?
I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't feel too different. It just feels like it's like a quantity thing. Like there's just more stuff happening, and you just are you're like always in this learning curve, no matter where you're at. And we're like the video walls thing you mentioned. Like we bit off probably more than we knew we were biting off at the time, and it was super fun. We learned a lot from like properly headlining something, and yeah, I think you just are constantly in this state of learning and learning how to roll with it, you know. So I guess we're just rolling with a little bit more than we were a few months ago right now. So yeah.
Totally.
I know you had a ton of shows this year at South by Southwest, which is always an awesome accomplishment. And you're playing a bunch of festival dates this summer, including our very own Way Home, which is going to be a great festival. I went last year. It is so much fun. You're up in cottage country. Great vibe, especially I feel like it's kind of a little bit more like home for you guys probably once you get there.
So, yeah, we'll let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. But as you've already played a few types of festivals, what sort of differences do you sort of notice between festival audiences compared to audiences that come to the show specifically to see you?
I mean, usually, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess the difference being that, for a Colony House headline show, you're usually certain that I'd say 90% of the crowd's there for you. There might be those few people that were dragged along by friends. Festivals, you kind of get just a bunch of people just hanging out, and so there's a little bit of like, you feel like you want to accomplish something by, gaining some new fans. So it's a little bit of a different mindset. It's a little more like go with the flow. You don't feel as much, I don't think we feel as much pressure, but we still have we want to put on the best shows possible. But really, we love festivals because we usually get to see other awesome bands, because there's 20,000 bands on every festival. So, and I know, for example, Frank Ocean technically has not canceled the Way Home Festival yet, although he might.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
We'll keep our fingers crossed, and we were playing on the same day as him. So that could be tight, but it might not happen. But I think it will. I think he has a lot of love for Toronto.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
As somebody who's like planning to go to Way Home for specific artists, it's always rough when of course, you're on that list.
Yeah.
But it always sucks when like one or two bands drop off that you're dying to see, and they're not going to come back.
That's true. Yeah.
So you guys are fans of other bands, and you like seeing other bands. Do you have any experiences as fans, like traveling for shows, or I don't know, waiting to meet your favorite band, anything like that?
Oh yeah. I mean, we could probably all go through several. I mean, one of the first things I remember before we really had started as a band, we were a band, but Scott we had just met him and started playing music together, was like U2's 360 tour, and we all went to that show. We've traveled to, and that was in Atlanta, and we've traveled to Atlanta to see like Yanzi do his thing, which was epic. Me and Will flew to Dallas once to see the Coldplay Milo tour. I don't know, like those big tours that are just like, who knows, like these are bands that kind of have helped define some, like, our generation, whether you're a fan of them or not. It's something to be able to see, and have inspired us. So yeah, I mean, those are some like quick off the batters. But Nashville kind of has some epic spots to see bands, so we don't really have to travel far. I mean, we've seen some of our favorite bands in the Ryman, which every time a band's there, they take a moment to recognize the kind of awesome the history and how rich it is. And that's cool to be a part of it. To be born and raised in Nashville is like, you feel pride in that when those bands recognize that. So, for sure.
We actually, at the end, we're going to get back to the Nashville thing, because I have some questions for you about that.
Cool.
But you guys have done some really cool things. You're on Conan. You've done like a bunch of late night shows and things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really cool when you look at it all in a list and see just how many things it is that you guys have accomplished within like the last year or so.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific moments that really stand out for you as like something that you're going to remember when you're 80 and you're like, man, do you remember when we did that?
I mean, whenever we did play Conan, we've had the privilege to play it twice now. Mm-hmm. I mean, each time, we've gotten to shake hands with Conan and just share a little moment. This most previous time, right after it kind of went off camera, he just kind of turned around and he was really complimentary, and was just saying, like, that he really feels like we've got something special going on. And I mean, we would, encouragement from anyone is always welcome, but it was just kind of a cool moment for him to kind of turn around to us and be like, hey, I noticed you guys and I noticed that you rock. And so I remember when that happened for me, I was just thought to myself, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Coming from Conan.
Conan.
Who is a musician in his own right. And
he shreds
awesome...
the guitar during the rehearsals.
Yeah, he just shreds.
All he does is he keeps a guitar around his neck and just plays the whole time.
While he's like going through his lines and stuff. It's kind of
one
awesome.
of his things.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Things you learn about Conan from people that have been on Conan. I've never had that opportunity before to find out that information. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He should do something like that.
Yeah, sure. That'd be cool.
Join a band, go play Way Home.
Yeah.
You should bring him to Way Home.
Perfect.
Ooh, Conan, if you see this, you're
invited.
Playing with us.
Come shred.
Okay, I'll make sure he gets this.
Yeah,
I'll find a way. I'll tweet him. I'm sure he'll see it. Do you have anything else specific where it's on your bucket list, something that you really would love to be able to do? I know a lot of people, it's like, you kind of take each day as it comes, but do you have anything specific that's like a milestone you would love to be able to hit?
We've got a bunch of milestones, and it would be right to be like them go in order. Like a milestone for us would be to sell out the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville and play our hometown. That's probably a good next step for us. Or within the next few steps, it would be awesome to build up something. And we could go for a long time on milestones that we would like to hit, but we'll keep it to the near future. And say, there's venues like that help mark a band. I feel like, you know what, guys, we're here, we need to recognize this, and not, we could say sell out Madison Square Garden, which would be a very cool milestone to cross.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, it's, we've set milestones. We've wanted to, we want to sell out the Horseshoe Tavern. You know what I mean? That'd be a milestone. We had a great show a few months ago, and we'd love to come back and sell it out, and then, it's just like piece by piece. I think we're a live band or live-minded, oriented, so we mark our successes when we're in front of people. selling albums is cool too. But we like seeing people, and seeing them respond to the music.
Well, it's always good too when you get a band in a room and they actually sound really awesome live, and it's not like, oh wow, the album really not the same thing.
Right,
So
right,
when
yeah.
bands actually enjoy playing live, it's usually good because it means they can actually do it.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely something to appreciate as a fan.
Yeah.
What is next for you guys? Do you have anything big coming up that you're excited for, or is it touring?
I think it's touring. We don't. The summer is a little bit of a question mark. We have some festivals, and we just that's kind of the day by day thing, figuring out how we want to tour. We've already played 50 or 60 shows, probably maybe probably more than that already this year. So we'll see what's next.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how many days there have only been in the year. That's a lot of shows.
We've probably played,
we're in the
60,
70s.
70, yeah.
Because the headline run was 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, we shall see what number we hit by the end of 2017. We always think it's going to get lower, but it doesn't happen. Probably be up in those hundos.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. At least it's something that you guys actually enjoy as part of what you do. So
It is something we enjoy.
it's not like a chore, I guess. So I told you I wanted to get back to Tennessee. A lot of what I talk about on my blog and everything that I do ties back to being a music fan and collecting records and just really the whole experience of being a fan. So I wanted to know, as somebody who may one day go to Tennessee, what would be your favorite record shops, your favorite venues, or places that music fans would want to kind of congregate within where you are?
Well, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, Nashville's Grimey's record store.
We've done both albums we've released. We've done our record release show there.
Right.
Just because it's there. Mike Grimes is a legend. And they just have a well-oiled machine going there.
And in the basement of Grimey's is the Basement music venue, small.
It's like a really small little club.
It's kind of legendary. Most shows sell out because it's so small, but people only go because they want to go. So if ever there's if you wanted to go check out a show, chances are you could go to the Basement and there'll be some cool band playing.
Basement's cool.
Of course, the Ryman.
Of course, the Ryman.
Grand Ole
Ole
Opry.
Opry. Even if Southern Gospel or old country isn't your thing,
It's tight.
it's awesome just to go see those people. Uh-oh.
It's fine. I don't need that.
You
It's
got
fine.
it.
We're good.
It's all up here.
I got this.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, you kind of can stumble out of one and into another as far as venues go. I'm not much of the honky-tonker, but honky-tonk, Broadway is you can get filled with
A lot of cover bands.
A lot of country bands.
A lot of karaoke.
It's a good time.
It's kind of whatever your vibe is, you can find it in Nashville. But
Third Man.
oh yeah,
Oh, I've heard a lot about Third Man.
So I honestly haven't even been to Third Man.
I haven't either.
Heard it's pretty
Sometimes
cool.
when you're in the city, you don't do the coolest things the city have to offer.
Yeah.
you come at everyone that
Hole up
visits
in
does
your house.
everything more than you did. Yeah, there's a lot. You can't go wrong.
I didn't go up the CN Tower till last year, so I
Really?
understand
We
that.
had you beat on that. We've been up there
Yeah.
several years ago.
Well,
See the point?
Wow.
This is proof right here. That
there
is
you go.
true.
It's scary up there.
Yeah. Did you walk the glass floor?
I didn't want to, but I stood on it for a second,
There you
and
go.
then I stepped right back off.
Conquered.
That's
You
it.
did
I'm
it.
done.
That's awesome.
I don't feel like I need to go up there again.
No,
I feel like
you
it's a
did it.
one-time thing.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
It's not, the cheapest thing either. So.
No. Just to go up an elevator.
Yeah.
I hate elevators. Why am I paying to do that?
Yeah.
paying to
that's
be
some
in-
odd, but you marked it off, so you're good. Now.
Exactly. So now I have to go to Tennessee and mark these things off
Yeah.
my list, and then I'll be set.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Totally.
And I'll try to go to Third Man before you guys,
Yeah.
and then we'll be even,
Yeah.
and then everything will be fair.
Yeah, the
I
world
love
will, maybe there will be
Restore
some
order.
cosmic explosion and everything will, just end happy right there. That was kind of dark.
That was kind of dark, but it's chill.
That's
It's
fine.
chill.
Yeah.
That's just the way the world
Yeah,
is, you know?
yeah.
Things happen. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for talking with me. Check out Only the Lonely, and check out these guys on tour. You will not regret it. And thanks for talking with me.
Thank you.
Good luck on tour.
Thank you.